Very few legends in the Soul Music Hall of Fame can rival the brilliance and influence of Lamont Dozier. Whether performing with effortless charisma or working behind the scenes as a master songwriter, his touch helped shape the very DNA of soul music across decades. This playlist celebrates both sides of his genius, 5 tracks performed by the man himself, and 5 more that he co-wrote, defining the sound of a generation. As one-third of the legendary songwriting team Holland-Dozier Holland, Lamont played a pivotal role in crafting 25 #1 hits across the UK and US for the Motown Corporation. The combination of Eddie and Brian Holland's lyrical instincts and Lamont Dozier's melodic sensibilities formed a triumvirate that had no equal. But it wasn't until the release of his solo debut that listeners truly heard Dozier at his most personal and profound. Trying to Hold On to My Woman is a deep soul masterpiece, yearning, intimate, and vocally electric. A few years later, Going Back to My Roots channeled that same emotional core through a fresh blend of funk and spiritual reflection. Tracks like Cool Me Out and I Ain't Playing only further reveal his range, shifting effortlessly from impassioned crooner to slick storyteller. While his voice carried weight, his pen carried magic. It's still arresting to see his name appear in the writing credits of Heaven Must Have Sent You by the Elgins, a quintessential Northern soul anthem, and There's a Ghost in My House by R. Dean Taylor, a track pulsing with a kind of nervous energy only Dozier could conjure. And then there's Love Factory, where Eloise Laws delivers a soaring vocal over one of the most cinematic, aching productions of its time. This playlist isn't just a selection of songs, it's a portrait of soul's great architect. Through these 10 gems, we trace the emotional, melodic, and cultural power of Lamont Dozier, a man whose influence is stitched into the very fabric of soul music history.